misleading advertisement, or false advertising.
Advertisement plays an important role in our everyday lives. They inform us about products and services in the market and greatly influence our purchasing decision. However, sometimes this advertisement may be inaccurate, exaggerated, or misleading. Some illustration may not match the offered services, while some product may not possess the qualification or benefits they claim to have, for example, for our health. Similarly, processed food products may not contain the ingredients listed on the label or have harmful substances. Other products may be advertised different from their actual size. And sometimes the advertised prices may not include all fees. As a consumer, we need to pay close attention to labels, reviews, charges, and conditions before making a purchase.
So, introduction. In the digital era, advertisements have become a powerful tool for the companies to pursue the customer globally. Even today, the buying behavior of consumer was influenced by the positive and negative influence of the advertisement. For the purpose, the advertiser or marketers use various marketing strategies to attract the customer by providing false claims and mispresent the information about the products. They also hide the real truth behind the advertisement and hide the harmful ingredients which can harm the consumer in many ways. In order to earn more profit, they are also paying actors huge sum of money so that they endorse their brands in front of the consumer. The companies give the advertisement in a various magazine, e-portal, social media, and website for the publication. With the growing trends of the companies have started portraying false and misleading advertisement and attract the customer globally and also get affected with different kinds of disease and era and our skincare brands are said to be good and give fairness which attract the customer to buy, and most of the customer think that fair skin tone is more beautiful, and this tactic is used by the marketers to earn profit. The customer are getting trapped and become a prey to misleading advertisement. So, advertising the product was the good and best idea, especially when using or showing it in television, radio, newspaper, social media, or internet. And we all know that the internet was very powerful nowadays. So maybe the reason why they advertise their product was to gain the profit or to show that what are the benefits we gain every consumer. And we all know that every advertising they use good actors, especially and it's example about facial face. So they hire or choose an actor that have a good looking face or skin smooth. And other example is a hair that have a good health hair, not a messy hair like this. And to aware that mislead some advertising, every consumer that must look the content or the instruction about the products and even a little background of it, so there will be a little further about the topic of this. So thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm going to discuss about my topic. My topic is all about define and definition of variable. What is a variable? A variable is something that can vary over time. Definition of variables. Consumer, a person who purchases goods and services. Price, the amount of money expected or required or given in payment for something. Income, money required especially on regular basis for work or through investment. Profit, a financial gain, especially the difference between the amount spent in buying, operating, or producing something. Advertising, the activity or profession of producing advertisements for commercial products or services. Resellers, a person or a company that tells something they have brought to someone else. Medications, treatment or using drugs. Example of variables and its measurement. Sleep, number of hours. Price, amount of peso. Products, number of brands. Resellers, number of people. Customer, number of people. Profit, number of peso. Income, peso. Medications, number of cases. Advertisement, number of viewers. That's all. Thank you.
Hi guys, good day. So today I will report to you that two relationship. So in the first slide, the lesser you sleep you get, the more your lifestyle change, and the more your lifestyle change, the more illnesses and disease you will get, and the more your illnesses and disease that you will get, the more you will take some medicine. That's it. So in the second slide, the more income that you will get, the lesser you're concerned about the price, and the lesser you're concerned about the price, the more you will consume products, and the more you will consume products, the more weight you will gain, and the more weight you will gain, the more you are prone to disease, and the more you are prone to disease, the more you will seek some medication. So that's it. Thank you.
Hi, so in this video I am going to explain my part, which is relationship. The less of false advertisements, the more legit products, the more effective, and the more effective, the more resellers, and the more resellers, the more customers, and the more customers, the more profit to earn. Next slide. Reinforcing loop problem. So the more false advertisements aired, like for example on Facebook, on YouTube, on radio, or in television, so the more people bought fake products. They bought because they are convinced, and what will happen? So the products they bought is not effective. So the more products are not effective, the more complaints of the customer because of allergic reaction. So the more complaints of the customers because of the allergic reaction, the more customers file a suit for a damages, and the more medications. Next slide is balancing loop solutions. The less of false advertisements aired on media, and the more product is demand, and the more product is demand, the more effective, and the more effective, the more positive feedbacks by the customers, and the more positive feedbacks by the customers, the less of medication.
Slide number 14. Under Section 43 of Lanham Act, a claim can be made against dependent for false leading advertising. For a claim against a dependent for false leading advertising, the following elements are met, and the plaintiff must show: defendant made false or misleading statements as to his own products or another's. Actual deception, or at least a tendency to deceive a substantial portion of the intended audience. Deception is material in that it is likely to influence purchasing decisions The advertised goods travel interstate commerce and a likelihood of injury to plaintiff. However, the plaintiff does not have to prove actual injury. Don't exaggerate the capability or performance of a product. Advertising is all about presenting a product in the best possible light, but don't overclaim in a way that's likely to mislead. Obvious exaggeration that the average consumer is unlikely to take literally and that are unlikely to mislead are allowed. Ensure any qualifications are clear. Qualifying text, small print, or footnotes can be used to clarify a claim in an ad, but don't use it to hide important information or in a way to misleading contradicts the headline claim. For example, it's often contradictory to claim X% of everything and then qualify this with exclusions apply. Have the evidence to back up your claims. Be careful of claims in product name. Reference: Federal Trade Commission (FTC) with Truth in Advertising Laws. Federal Trade Commission is the government agency responsible for enforcing regulations concerning unfair trade practices, which is how false advertising is classified. Depending on the relief sought, an action for false advertising can be filed in either a civil or criminal court. This is because false advertising is considered both tort and crime in the eye of the law, and additionally enables private litigation through various stages, most significantly the Lanham Act. Lanham Act, also known as the Trademark Act of 1946, the primary federal act that governed trademarks and unfair competition. The act was responsible for creating a national trademark registration system and provide protection against trademark registration system infringement, false advertising, the use of similar mark, example, the logos, services marks, and symbols.